Hello, good morning, good evening, and welcome to Australia, where we start with some fabulous news.
Fabulous!
John Barrowman is back in camp.
Yes!
It was a long night at the hospital, and when John arrived, the doctors asked him how he was feeling.
He said, I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright.
The doctors told John he was lucky he didn't break his ankle.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Finally, the nurses told John he had the all clear and he could return to camp. John said it was a shame because he was just...
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Coming up tonight, the Dingo Dollar Challenge is a piece of cake for Fleur and Sarah. There's a game of snog, marry, push off a cliff, and the latest Chelsea's Rita and James go to the movies.
Hooray for Hollywood! La 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 Hollywood! I don't know that
first. No one knows that bit. Let's go back to yesterday morning. Just a few hours before Malik became the latest celeb to head home. As he left, he asked Harry to pass him his hat. He asked Fleur to pass him his bag. Then he turned to Nick and said,
Give me my coloured coat, my amazing coloured coat. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. No, seriously, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But well done, all three of them. They have all got such a lot out of the last 3 weeks. What about you, Halls? Have you enjoyed it? What will you take away from these last 3 weeks?
Well, firstly, incredible memories, lasting friendships, but most of all, those big fluffy towels from the hotel.
Oh, my God, they're great towels. They're good towels. They make good Christmas presents. So I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Before the break, we saw Fleur getting ready to face the latest trial. And as she lay there, flat on her back, preparing to be covered in all sorts of horrible jungle critters, she had one thing running through her mind.
I don't like trials.
They are not nice.
But if I fail,
It's beans and rice. Rice and beans, rice and beans.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is what hell is! Oh my god! Oh, the things I do for a pint! Jesus! Oh my god!
Well done. Oh my...
This guy's chilled. What are you worried about? They got everywhere. Oh my god!
oh my god, they were sending tomatoes!
Yeah, of course.
I really want to get me. Oh god, how do we get them out of here?
Somebody help me here, for goodness sake.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god, are you okay? Good to see John back.
And giving us a song straight away, that's what we like. That's
do.
what we like.
We love it. And the good news is, he's had a lot of tests in hospital and he is absolutely fine. Although, unfortunately, doctors did diagnose an incurable case of jazz hands.
Yes, it's very sad. Very sad. If you or anyone you know is affected by jazz hands, then just call our helpline now. The number to call is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And oh my God, I've got jazz hands! Need to call a doctor.
Right, Dingo Dollar Challenge time now. And this one saw Sarah and Fleur head out to camp and try and win a treat.
You can see me at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Now, since they've arrived in the jungle, the celebs have had cockroach shakes, penis shakes and anus shakes. But yesterday, Emily and John enjoyed a very different kind of shake, a handshake.
A what? A handshake? A shake made out of human hands? Well, that's gone too far this time. I thought the camel's hoof was bad, but this is a new law. You should be ashamed of yourself as well. This has only started happening since you got here. This show used to be classy, you know.
Please don't tell me you bought one of those surgical boots.
Don't be stupid, I wouldn't buy one of those. I bought 2 of those! I've got 2 of them on! Hey, 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 hey.
Unstoppable!
There are a couple of upsides to this. The first one is I look incredibly cool. That's obvious, obviously. Secondly, 2 inches taller, so I'm 6'2" now. Same as you. I meant to say, actually, the trials team bought us a pizza to apologise for putting us through the trial yesterday. We're going to have a little slice during this next bit, if you fancy.
Yes, please.
Little slice. Oh, God, that's disgusting.
What is?
It's typical trials team is what it is. You won't believe what they put on a pizza.
What is it?
Pineapple.
Who puts pineapple on a pizza?
Perverts, Holly. Perverts. And Australians. Same thing. Same thing.
Right. Here's Jungle BFFs, Emily and John having a game. Welcome back to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Now, as we all know, this year's camp is chock full of dishes.
Cool, tell me about it. Noel Edmonds and his fit body, and Nick Knowles and those naughty little red pants.
I'm talking about dirty dishes.
Yes, so am I.
Snog, push up a cliff. I actually played it with some of my girlfriends on the crew.
You've made friends with the crew. Why would you do that? was there a place for yours truly in this little game of Snog and Marry? Well, go on then. Where did I end up?
At the bottom of a cliff.
I find that very hard to believe. Very hard.
The vote is now closed, and very shortly we'll be heading into camp to reveal who's the next to go. Welcome back to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Now, before the break, we saw the start of the latest trial, Wicked Warehouse, and Nick had just found himself with a toad on his face.
Leathery skin, beady eyes, and using a deep croaking noise to attract mates. You're ahead of me here, aren't you? Nick Knowles has presented DIY SOS for 2 decades.
Let's go back to yesterday morning when Harry Redknapp woke up after a terrible night's sleep.
And I know that feeling, folks. No one got a wink of sleep in our hotel room last night. Firstly, the bedtime milk wasn't warm enough, then the blanket fell off, then the crying started.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and worst of all, my wife couldn't hear me. She was busy with the baby.
Yesterday morning, and one of the most important issues in camp, breakfast.
Not just an issue in Camp Holly, Willoughby. Everybody's talking about it back home too. Should we go for hard breakfast or soft breakfast? Nearly 3 years we've been talking about this. 52% of people wanted breakfast, 48% didn't want breakfast.
Dec,
they say no breakfast is better than a bad breakfast. To be honest, I've had it up to here with breakfast. You think the politicians would have more important things to think about than what I'm going to eat when I roll out of bed?
I've got an idea. How about I remain and you leave? Their celebrity crushes. I bet you're all looking at Paddy McGuinness in his shower cubicle on Instagram now, aren't you?
Well, FYI, it's not a cubicle, it's more of a wet room.
What?
What?
Pervert.
You pervert. So I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I'm doing this link on my own tonight because between you and me, it's been raining here today. Not great weather in Australia, and Holly won't stand on this bridge when it's been raining. She says it's too slippy and it's not safe.
Yeah, you're right, I do. Anyway, Dingo Dollar Challenge time now.
Hooray! Hooray! Holly, come and join me. It's fine, I promise you.
No chance. I'm not coming anywhere near that bridge. It's slippy, it's a long way down, and also when it rains, leeches drop out the trees.
What?
Yeah. Why do you think none of the cameramen are out there?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it's a metal bridge, and it's been lightning this morning. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here!
A bit over the top. Here's the Dingo Dollar Challenge. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Before the break, Harry found himself facing a cabinet full of vicious, cold-blooded creatures ready to attack at any moment.
Evening, Prime Minister. I won't keep you. You probably want to get back to negotiating breakfast, eh? Here's the trial.
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The vote is still open, so get behind your favourites to make sure they stay in there. Now then, down in camp, they've been talking about the movies.
Oh, I love the movies. I'm a bit of a film buff myself.
You?
Yeah, buff, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a film buff. I watched a good one last night.
Right.
It's quite highbrow, quite arty, challenging in times, challenging.
Okay.
It was a complex tale of 3 guys from the wrong side of the tracks, just trying to fit in, but the characters, so well drawn.
Did you watch Minions again?
I did, yeah, I love it. Love the little yellow face, especially Bob, he's a cheeky little monkey.
Yesterday, when the celebs had to choose 2 people to face the latest trial, and this one is called Ding Dong Merrily Up High. Do you know what? It's the first time I felt all Christmassy, actually.
Oh, it's difficult to feel Christmassy because they do Christmas... Well, they do it wrong here in Australia, don't they? You know, they have their Christmas dinner on a barbecue.
I mean, what kind of people have a barbecue for Christmas dinner?
Perverts, Holly. Perverts and Australians.
Right. Good morning and welcome to a very wet Australia. The day after Anne Hegarty finally left the jungle, and her departure has raised so many questions.
So many questions. Who's going to watch them all light the fire? Who's going to watch them all cook dinner? And what about us two? We've got nobody to rule out on medical grounds anymore. Might nip to the hotel and rule her out of something just for old time's sake.
Fortunately, Rita was taken ill, but the rest of the celebs took on a challenge to try and win that I'm a Celebrity classic, The Letters from Home.
Oh, you've just reminded me, I got a letter this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, it was on my desk. Probably some fan mail, I think. Telling me how great the show's been this year. Don't mind if I read it to you.
No,
Indulge me. Dear I'm a Celebrity, I have been loving the show. I hope you don't mind me writing, but I collect autographs of all the funniest people on television. Here we go. Oh. You get used to this after a while. Happens a lot, this. I've never laughed so much in my life. Could you please ask Holly Willoughby if she could send me her autograph?
That's so nice. Let me see. She's absolutely hilarious. even with that annoying child standing next to her. Lots of love, your number one fan, Jackie. Thanks, Jackie. Right, let's find out if the celebrities win those letters from home. I'll just sign this. Can I borrow your pen?
I haven't got a pen.
Well, you've got one in your hand.
I haven't got a pen!
Good morning and welcome to Australia, where our final 8 celebs have firmly adapted to jungle life.
They certainly have, and one woman in particular deserves special mention. Lots of people thought she might walk in the first couple of days, but somehow she's hung in there, and who knows, she might even make it to the final. Well done, Holly Willoughby.
Ah, thanks, guys.
You've done great. You've done a great job.
I should just say, the only reason I'm still here is because of what you've done.
Provided support, guidance and advice.
No, you took my passport. When can I have it back?
After the final, I've told you.
And what about my wages? When am I going to get those?
Coming up on tonight's show, Harry, Nick and Emily box clever in the trial, the celebs feel like chicken tonight, and the Dingo Dollar Challenge sees Fleur and James take a driving test.
Let's just hope they don't have to use the Anne Hegarty sat-nav.
Oh, I used it yesterday. I used it. In 50 yards, take the next left, right, then bear left, right, then straight onto the roundabout. Right-ho! I ended up in the sea. I'll get it going.
Crack on.
Hoppa!
Oh.